What's good, YouTube? And this one, we got man walks in on killer sawing his roommate's neck. Yeah, you heard that crap right. That sounds crazy, but let's get it, bro.
He's down here. It's bad.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's take a peek.
Just running down the stairs. He had a knife that way and everything.
He's got puncture wounds all over the place, too.
And so I'm like, oh, here's a young retard Hitler. If someone is trying to start a
What are you talking about, gang?
worldwide cult, I will eliminate that person.
On March 10th, 2020, officers with the Idaho Falls Police Department are called to a home after one of the residents witnesses a bone-chilling crime. As investigators plunge into a case brimming with appalling discoveries and a suspect on the run, they encounter a twisted tale of cultish accusations and mental disorders. However, nothing prepares them for the twisted motive they will uncover at the end of this heinous crime. On a chilly evening, 31-year-old Aaron makes an urgent 911 call when he encounters a horrifying scene. The following videos have never been seen or heard before.
911, where's your emergency?
This guy named Douglas, he just killed Hans. I don't know what his name is. His last name, Hans. Hans, oh my God!
Aaron lives with 5 other individuals in a home dubbed the Graduate House, run by a local nonprofit that offers alternative housing options for those in need.
He's staying in a free house.
Is he breathing?
No, he's not. Hans is not breathing.
Even though Aaron is panic-stricken, he somehow manages to gather his composure and relay vital details to the operator.
He ran down towards, Common Sense, towards that direction.
Who's the male that stabbed him?
Douglas Taylor.
And you think he does have a knife?
Yes, he does have a knife. He just killed him.
Is he on the ground?
He's on the ground. Hans is on the ground. He just cut
If
the
you
air
leave-
check with the knife, man.
Oh my goodness.
Is he lit? Okay, let's start CPR. You're gonna
I
put your
can't.
walker.
I don't know. He's dead. He's dead. He's blue. He's completely blue. His neck is cut. What's knife? Over here. Over here.
As officers arrive and move quickly to secure the scene, they find Aaron outside while the victim is bleeding out inside on the kitchen floor.
He's down here. It's bad. Nine zero. Myself and 1-7 are clearing the house.
Good. Ready?
That black officer me for real. You can go in there, gang. I'm gonna be right behind you. I'm not going in there first.
Inside the house, officers Kelly and Picard find the lifeless body of 51-year-old Herman Hans Warland lying in a pool of blood.
We got a back door.
Running down the stairs. Just hang out here.
It's Common Sense. He had a knife
That way?
and everything.
So who's the guy? Do you know the guy?
Oh, bro is still around. That's crazy.
Talk to me. Here, just talk to me, man.
Douglas Taylor just killed Hans. The dude, he cut his throat with a knife.
I need you to stick with me, man. If we're gonna find this guy. Who is he?
His name's Douglas Taylor. He has
Bro, he
brown hair,
telling you
goes over his
everything,
eyes,
gang.
and he's wearing a brown jacket and a brown pants with brown boots. He ran off towards Common Sense with a knife.
Okay.
I woke up. I was asleep. I heard him fighting. He goes, "No, stop, please." And that's all I heard. I came upstairs and he was laying on the floor with blood all over him.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Connor. He's right here, but hey, wait, come this way.
Come this way, Connor, this way.
This way.
Hey, do you want me at the bathroom front here?
Just hold on.
Hey, go grab the airway bag.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's take a peek.
Okay. Just try not to touch
sure.
it.
All other fire units incoming can slow down.
Even though all hope appears to be lost for the victim, Hans, paramedics continue to check on him.
Watch where you stop, please. Okay. You step right back out then.
Yeah.
So he's right there. Let's just clear this real quick.
I'll pie this room on the left. If you want to hold it forward, Karen. Looks like it's a bathroom. There's a shower curtain. I'm gonna go in. Okay, shower's behind the door, so I can't see. Clear.
Back
God, be
upstairs,
scared to open
paramedics
every
huddle
single
over the
door of that
victim to
house.
document the injuries.
Hey, Maddie.
Yep.
Here, witness. We're trying to get a 4 lead here.
This must be forensics. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Department just wants a 4 lead ran. So just so he's got puncture wounds all over the place too. Yeah. Oh God, please. What's up? It's working.
Oh, it's working.
Come on.
Doing the whole deal?
Hey, you have a work phone on you?
No, I'll go grab mine. Yep.
In an unexpected twist, Hans Warlin, the victim everyone thought was dead, has a pulse.
Oh.
As officers hurry to photograph the crime scene, paramedics act swiftly in a desperate effort to save the victim's
Bro had a
life.
pose.
Here, I'd start taking pictures quick, either. Dispatch, maybe one. Call her right advise we have a full trauma activation. We have an estimated 35-year-old male, cardiac arrest. He is in PEA. Chet, I think we just move him and just get him out of here. I think it's our best bet.
I'm gonna keep talking to this guy real quick.
Let's get
You want to
towels on the.
logistically organize them? It's coming out of the back of his head.
Dude, it's freaking.
Dude, I don't know.
It's crazy. He actually got a pose.
Keep going,
Bro.
keep cranking, keep cranking. Oh, God damn it.
I'm gonna squish my Jeff.
In order to save precious seconds, paramedics improvise their plans to get Hans into the ambulance as quickly as possible.
Well, Jeff, we don't have to worry about Tom Hater sucks.
Yeah, no, we're doing good. Let's just get him over top right.
Okay, we're all set. Chip, now see this freaking black to the side of his neck.
It's pumping blood out, bud. Pumping it.
All right, let's just roll. God, clots here.
What a freaking dead weight they gotta carry, bro.
There you go.
Pull that arm.
Let's get it squared up a little bit.
What change? He's got a rhythm or what?
Yeah, he's in PEA, dude.
PEA. What is that supposed to mean?
Boys, you ready?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Just gonna drag his his legs. They're rough south. Get him up. All right. Watch those hands. I know I'm trying to get clock machine.
He said the knife's in here, in the house somewhere.
Officer Lindquist brings up a fundamental detail about the missing murder weapon, but that's not the only thing they're lacking. They still have a suspect at large, potentially causing even more death and destruction. Officers immediately turn
is
their
he out
attention
there
to
still
Aaron,
killing
the
people or
911 caller who's been standing outside talking on his cell phone this entire time.
I want somebody monitoring him on audio right now.
Okay, I think.
Wait, what about the dude on the
Somebody-
911 car?
Been standing
Is him?
Officers immediately turn their attention to Aaron, the 911 caller who's been standing outside talking on his cell phone this entire time.
No
I
way.
want somebody monitoring
No
him
way it's been him
on
the whole
audio
time,
right now.
bro.
Okay, I think McCart's recording.
But he left him, so this guy's making phone calls and talking and sharing information we need to get recorded.
Okay.
Tape it. Hey, you got that? Tape it. Everything.
Bruh. Freaking every time, bro. Every time this crap getting peak video.
Before Aaron has a chance to talk to anyone else, Detective Albright records his statement. But the more Aaron reveals, the more uneasy the detectives become. The detective begins his questioning by asking about his roommate, Douglas Taylor, the man Aaron identified as the perpetrator on the call earlier.
So, Doug, what time did he leave this morning?
Like 4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, but do you know where he was going?
No, I don't know where he went.
Does he work or anything?
No,
like
he doesn't
that?
work either. He just got released out of a hospital, too.
Oh, really?
From what I understand.
How long has Doug been living here?
Only a month.
Only a month.
Yeah.
Detectives will later uncover the deranged reason that caused Douglas to mercilessly assault a roommate, but for now, they continue speaking with Aaron.
So, Doug got released a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And then he shows up here. How was he when he first arrived?
Kind of peculiar. Just doesn't want to talk to people. Doesn't want to interact.
The manager of the group home arrives on the scene and provides officers with more valuable details about their missing suspect.
So is this like a group home or what is it?
Yes, we own 3 of them. We got Andre's house, we got the lady's house, and this is our graduate house.
Okay.
Most of the guys here had come through. We actually allowed Douglas to come straight from Blackfoot South to come in here. He was supposed to be all right. He was attending counseling at RHS, and I was by here 3 times yesterday, and I didn't see nothing different in the kid. I talked to him, and all of a sudden, and Hunts never did anything to anybody.
Right.
I mean, that kid was just, that's as docile as he wanted to be, man.
Blackfoot South is a state hospital specializing in mental health located approximately 30 miles south of Idaho Falls. While the reasons for Douglas's treatment remain unknown, it gave an insight into his possible mental health concerns.
Had he been normal kind of before that, for like the first 2 weeks he was here?
No, not really. It's kind of like strange, off to himself, talks to himself.
So he's been talking to himself ever since he got here.
Yeah,
who
ever
it
since
may
he
be,
got here.
bro.
But he
Is this
started
dude
laughing to
talking
himself
or what?
recently.
Oh, just in the last 3 days?
Yeah, just in the last 3 days, yeah.
Do you know what if you overheard what he says when he talks to himself?
No, I don't listen to him. I don't listen to that.
What about when he's laughing? Does he say anything specifically?
No, he just mutters stuff that you can't hear.
What Aaron recounts next will leave no doubt as to the manic brutality of the events.
That's when I heard them scuffling or fighting upstairs, and I ran upstairs. And when I ran upstairs, that's when I seen Douglas Taylor with a knife sawing on Hans's neck.
The distance between the top of the basement stairs to the site of the stabbing is less than 20 feet. The fact that Aaron witnessed the ruthless attack from such close proximity suggests that he was lucky to escape with his life.
He looked at you.
Yeah, he looked at me.
Did he say anything?
No, he didn't say anything.
Was he still holding the knife?
Yes.
Or, did he make any motions towards you
No,
or
he
anything?
didn't make any motions or any threatening to hit you or anything. I would have fought it back, man. If I would know.
So Hans was on all fours, on his knees, and with his hands on the
And he
ground.
said, "No, stop,
Best
please."
believe I would have had to try to
"No,
defend
stop,
myself
please."
too.
The crime
No
scene
lie.
photographs the officers raced to document earlier
That's when
offer
your fight or
frightening
flight
proof
kick
of
in.
Aaron's detailed account.
Remember what kind of a knife it was?
It looked like a kitchen knife.
Like a
But
kitchen knife?
I'm not sure, but they found there's a red knife laying on the floor in there in the living room. That might be the knife. I'm not sure, but it looked like a kitchen knife that it had with a brown handle on it.
Do you remember if it had a serrated edge? Or
Yes, it had a serrated edge.
Oh, that makes sense because you used that phrase. He was sawing at his head,
Yes.
or on his neck. Wow.
The description of the weapon should help officers locate it quickly if the suspect did, in fact, leave it at the scene. But Aaron is about to share a curious detail regarding the relationship between the victim Hans and his attacker Douglas.
Did it seem like previous to this he had gotten along with Hans, or?
Yeah, they would sit in the kitchen for hours and then end sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is it fair to say that Doug and Hans got along better than maybe Doug and other people?
No.
No.
No one really got along with him. No one really talked to him.
Nobody really, and that's why I was asking, because earlier he had said that he wasn't very sociable.
No, he wasn't very sociable. Hans is a friendly, nice guy. But Douglas is not.
As Aaron's interview comes to an end, officers are still left wondering about the motive behind the assault and the location of the missing perpetrator. Through all of this, Hans' life still hangs in the balance.
Oh, wait. Hey.
Yeah, wait, why is the ambulance still there? Why are they not going to the hospital yet?
Jason, this you down there?
Oh, they trying to keep him alive. Okay.
When we get that top off, let's work on vascular access. Where's that other? Hang on.
As paramedics proceed to provide Hans with preliminary treatment, they're unprepared to witness the scope of the numerous wounds that will be revealed later.
All right, good lung sound. Good lung sound. Nice. There we go, boys. There we go, boys. Just hold on to that spot. Dude, I couldn't get a rhythm. I cannot believe that rhythm. It just happened.
Bro, too much talking. Let's go, man.
Going okay? Yeah, outstanding.
Dude, I can't believe I got a rhythm.
Okay, everyone slow and methodical on the way in, okay? Cut that off. Yep. You're shut down. Slow and easy on the way out.
With the suspect at large and a grievously injured victim, it seems that the dispatch staff is only
Bro, I
adding
swear it's
more
like they just
pressure on the
teleported to the
officers.
hospital, bro.
They got They got a pulse back or something.
If he goes, collect all of his clothing.
Okay. Were you listening to the radio? It came out as like suicide.
Dude, she wouldn't spit it out.
I know. So she
I was sitting there getting pissed off, like I was cursing.
Well, she dispatched 3, so already I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
And then it just, her dispatching, like, terrible.
Lift up.
How bad are we?
It's bad.
You know it's crazy, bro.
It's gone when I
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you still gonna get charged for medical bill and all that crap, and you finna die.
Hey, you guys want to get him turned over? I'll
This crap
whatever
shouldn't be
doctor is taking
freaking.
him. Can you refer? Okay.
Telling me I
go.
gotta pay because I
He's got
almost
his
lost
left
my
to his
life.
left carotid. His trach been cut. He's got multiple superficial stab wounds. If we worked him because he's PA, we're gonna need to make sure that one on the list and then quick on there.
I'll let you.
Do you have a Sharpie?
I can get one.
Yeah, why don't we do that so I can start marking stuff?
Amid the hectic scene in the trauma room, doctors need critical information, but Officer Lindquist is about to have another breakdown in communication with the dispatch operator.
When did this come in?
Dispatch, can I get the time of call for the stabbing? They'll tell me in a sec. 2-2, can I get time of call for the hospital?
You mean the time that you were on scene there? Or the time that we notified him of the call?
The time the call came out.
Are you on main?
She had a little
Yes.
too when she said it, huh?
Charlie, I don't know how hard it is for anybody to look at the time the call came out and tell me that.
Oh.
Well, you didn't go across that thing.
2-2, any unit with a computer in front of them, can you please advise the time the call came out? The hospital needs that.
2-2. The call came in at 22:25. And I'm not sure what other time you're asking for.
Oh.
It was 22:25. Charlie pays.
She does. But she also. This has been ID or what kind of stuff?
Nope.
It's been pretty stressful.
Miscommunications notwithstanding, doctors learned that the call came in 43 minutes prior to the time relayed by the dispatch operator. As the medical team does everything they can to save Han's life, at the house, officers gathered outside and discussed their impressions of the crime scene and the possible location of their suspect.
Did you go inside at all?
Me? Yeah.
Pretty bloody?
Yeah, he was bleeding out all over the kitchen floor.
So you did?
He looked dead to us. We didn't go any closer to him. We cleared the top floor, and then we backed out.
While officers might have secured the scene, it is clear that they need to quickly widen their search if they hope to have any possibility of catching the suspect.
2-7, we're clear this small. We're going to be, correction, I'm going to be canvassing the businesses east of the canal.
Adjacent to this canal sits a large shopping center where officers will make an unexpected discovery.
2-4, it looks like there's somebody sitting right next to the stores to your west. 2-7, we have our suspect over here in the back of Albertsons.
Officers converge behind the Albertsons, approximately 3/4 of a mile from the crime scene, and find their suspect sitting against the east side of the building. When officers ask what his name is, he replies, Douglas Taylor.
Yeah, it's got
He
blood on his
low-key
hands.
dressed like a freaking killer, if that makes sense.
The weapon.
It
They said the
don't make
weapon he
sense,
left
but-
there.
I don't know, he just got the fit
Your
of
suspect is saying the knife
he
is
would
there in
kill
the house.
somebody.
Do you have $100?
Nope.
Because I'm looking for 2,000 believers who are willing to trade.
The suspect is saying that the knife is still in the house.
Even though Aaron originally reported that he saw Douglas fleeing from the crime scene holding a weapon, detectives identify a blood-soaked knife lying on the floor in the living room and get Douglas to the station without incident.
All right, step in there, go take a seat.
Throughout his detainment, Douglas has appeared eerily calm and cooperative, but to get a full picture of the savage attack, detectives need to interview him. However, even seasoned
For some
detectives are not
reason,
prepared
I
to
think
deal
it was
with the
the dude who
suspect as
called in.
unsettling as this one.
We're gonna do it. Right there. You want some water? Yeah, I do want water. There you go.
After reading him his Miranda rights, Detective Schwicht cuts straight to the chase.
Can you tell me what happened tonight from your side of things?
I'm the one who did it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me why?
Straight up confess.
What happened tonight?
I'm not sure how to explain why I did it.
Within the first few minutes of the interview, Douglas confesses to the attack. However, the motive behind his actions will remain a mystery that investigators have yet to resolve.
I don't know how to explain it using regular terminology.
Okay. In your own words, is
Surprised
fine.
this dude not in handcuffs.
I'll ask questions if the things I don't understand. I was thinking that probably something happened tonight, or maybe it's an ongoing issue that got you really mad.
I wasn't angry.
Okay.
I have a system of metaphysics which would give you some insight into why.
Can you explain a little bit? Can you just explain to us what exactly happened?
I brutally stabbed to death that man in the kitchen.
It should be noted that Douglas doesn't know that Hans still clings to life and casually reveals a morbid series of events. Based on what happens later, everything he says will be called into question.
You said it should have resulted in death. If he survives and pulls through, is that going to be a problem for you, or
There was no chance of survival.
did you make absolutely certain that the way you
Bro,
stabbed
depending
him
on how
was
he
definitely
answered
going
this,
to kill him?
it's gonna be intent to murder, right?
Where did you stab him on his body? Because I haven't seen this guy.
Oh, I slit his neck open. He should have bled out completely.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Did you stab him more than once?
Yeah.
Were you really mad at him?
No.
Sorry, I guess I asked you that before.
I mean, when you're doing it, you have to do it in a precise manner, of course. You know, and like if he's going to defend himself, or try to talk back, or try to prolong, then it becomes more incremental until you just finally make the final kill wound.
This dude is sick.
But I think I stabbed him about 15 times until the final slit to the right side of his neck, piercing through all of those veins on the side. I witnessed him begin to bleed profusely. So
This dude is cold, man.
Meanwhile,
Like, he just
back at
saying
the
this for,
Eastern
like,
Idaho
caring.
Regional Medical Center, an inevitable tragedy strikes.
He
Did they
died.
just call it?
It was
Yeah,
really
wow.
insane, man.
I called Harkness and let him know it was road 30 late.
They called it.
Hans had succumbed to his grievous injuries, turning the case into a murder investigation.
I thought like the back of his head was all just
What did they do with the body?
Is that one right there on his forearm?
We lost too much of the wire.
Yeah, I will have too much time on you, man.
There's a lot of stab wounds.
I know.
2 days later, during an autopsy, medical examiners will report that Hans died from 17 stab wounds inflicted
Dang.
upon the torso, left arm, neck, and other extremities. Meanwhile, detectives in the interrogation room are also getting closer to unearthing Douglas's motivations behind his appalling actions.
certain individuals who desire to begin
This
new
dude
cults,
talk like an AI.
I like to identify and professionally examine, to see if that is precisely what they're trying to do. If someone is trying to start a new worldwide cult, I will eliminate that person.
Do you think he was trying to start a new worldwide cult?
Yes.
Okay.
That is my standard.
Okay. You think being a leader of a cult, he would have done some really bad things?
There are enough religions on this planet.
Like too many. So we'd be better off with fewer of those.
Yes.
While it's highly doubtful that Hans was indeed starting a cult, Douglas goes on to explain the reasoning behind this horrifying belief and his subsequent decision.
Did he share his beliefs about his mythology and stuff
To a
like
degree.
that with you? Did he tell you about that?
To a degree. You tell I'm an atheist, and I don't tell we're proselytizing.
Was that what he was doing? Proselytizing? Did he
Freak that
his
man.
beliefs?
Strangely, yes. Man trying
This dude
to
is
start
AI, he
a
not
new
real, bro.
cult. Not the right idea. tries to reduce all of the world religions to some German mythology. Makes us think like, I don't know, people who understand some mysterious concept are the true rulers of all of the different nationalities, religions, and peoples. And so I'm like, oh, here's a young retard Hitler.
As the interrogation comes to an end, the detective has one final question for Douglas.
After stabbing a guy like this, what do you think would be the right thing to do?
Take him to jail.
With you, what do you think?
Straight to jail. For
The
life.
police, the law, the judges, you know, all these people who sit and make decisions about all this, what do you think is the right and appropriate thing to do?
Not sure,
What you mean, not sure, brother? I can definitely tell you what you need.
Jail, then prison?
Do you think that's the right thing for you?
Yeah.
But if the detectives thought that this would be the last they'd hear of the man, they were in for a shocker. On October 12, 2021, over a year and a half after the incident, Detective Schwick received a handwritten letter from Douglas while he awaited trial.
I have a confession, something I've been hiding from you all and lying about. I found a book called Moment of Truth by Lisa Scotland. Ended a man frames himself for murder. I took this as a sign that I need to come clean, especially since my old roommate, the supposed witness to a murder that I committed, might kill again. That is, I didn't kill Hans, my old roommate. Wait, what? What you mean I didn't kill Hans? So who did it?
In the letter, Douglas claimed that he didn't kill Hans and alleged that his old roommate Aaron is the one who killed Hans. Douglas reports that he heard a sound, entered the house, and saw Hans on the floor in his blood. He then went back outside where he alleged that Aaron threatened him and gave him a jacket with some blood on it. After being supposedly traumatized by the events, Douglas claimed to have agreed to take the blame and made a false confession later. When Detective Schwick interviewed Aaron, he found him to be completely innocent with no involvement in the crime whatsoever. Not long after his arrest, Douglas Taylor entered into the Idaho Security Medical Program, but on October 13, 2020, after almost 4 months in the program, doctors declared him fit to stand trial. Then on December 15, 2021, Douglas Taylor pled guilty to murder in the first degree and was sentenced to 27 years to life on February 14, 2022.
Wait.
Douglas is currently incarcerated at the Idaho State Penitentiary.
So Douglas did do it. He just
Got
lied?
a $1 billion web app idea?
Freak.
Now you can turn it into reality with Hosting or Horizon.
For a moment, he had me fooled, but I thought he ain't do it, man. But hey, appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.